Welcome everyone.
We are here to show you another week of work at the Kentwood project. I don't know what's happening.
Now we're recording.
Okay. So we pick up this week where we finished off at the last week with more
Paper
and plastic. Laying down the plastic first and then the paper over top. Lots of that. Rinse and repeat.
And cleaning ahead of time.
And cleaning, true. Vacuumed underneath all of the plastic so that we had a nice floor and moved some things around, kind of reorganized our
It looks so much prettier whenever it's all clean.
It does. It looks very nice with the floor covered.
You can't really...
It'll be really exciting to uncover the floor and refinish it.
Yeah. Now it's a waiting time.
Mm-hmm.
Cover all
but
up.
It still looks very nice, all vacuumed.
It looks good right then. Oh, this is our camera going funky. Disregard this.
Weird camera time.
Apparently our GoPro got a little too hot, I think. And the super wide fisheye view of it got a little weird. But don't worry. It goes away soon, people.
Besides, you're not missing much. It's just more taping and papering. Oh, now we're on to something new, though. What's going on here?
Back to more wiring.
Oh, yeah. So new for this video, but old for John.
But a little bit more exciting than last time than just putting wires into outlets.
You did get to use a laser.
I got to use a laser, which made this a lot easier. As you can tell, it made it easy to make all of our plugins the same height along the entire room. And took out any variables of like, maybe the floor wasn't perfectly level, or like right there, like the floor drops down by 1/4 inch. You have to worry about all that stuff. You just put a laser across there and boom, all your receptacle boxes are gonna be in the same place.
But don't look in it.
Don't look at it. It gives you a headache. I've looked at it once.
I know.
It was accidental. But it felt really sick afterwards. But yes, plugins for all of the countertops and then wiring for the refrigerator right there. And that's running wiring for the room, the bonus room.
Bonus room.
And then a lot of times it's going to be spent in the attic. This is all wiring for the light fixtures. And then adding wiring because we're going to put a ceiling fan in the living room. So adding the wiring in there. Which I enjoy being in the attic a lot more than I enjoy being in the crawl space.
Maybe because you can at least sit up, kind of.
Yeah, that was true. It was less dirty. It was dusty, but it wasn't like dirty.
Yeah. Well, that's good, I guess.
Ooh, and here we're putting in the can lights, our recess lighting that we're doing. And once again, using the laser.
Yes.
Because we marked on the floor. Well, I guess you marked on the floor.
True. We had our our cabinets taped out to kind of give us an idea of where our cabinets would be, and then kind of judged off of that where we thought it would be nice to have light, and so that we have plenty of light in the kitchen.
Yes. Which apparently can lights are supposed to be like 12 to 18 inches away from your counter.
True.
The edge of your counter.
And roughly 4 feet is the maximum apart.
Yeah. Learned a lot about light placement.
Because I bugged him and made him look it up, actually.
True. But look, now they're working. So one by one, they're turning on and getting wired in. It's very exciting to have lights. Lots of light.
It's so nice to have all the lights now. For a while, I was working in the dark.
Yeah. Oh, and this is adding a switch for a new light fixture in the dining room. And that's actually where it's going to go. But this is a temporary one we're putting up now just to have more light.
Yeah, that's not the real light. That's ugly.
And then rewiring the patio light. Nothing too exciting, but needed to get done. Oh, this is you building a threshold for under the door.
Yeah, for a minute there I was like, who's that person outside? It was me. Or both of us, actually. But yes. So patching up the back door,
So the back door is not going to be the same level as a new floor.
Probably important.
Yeah, that'd be a weird place
But then
to
I
add a
don't
step.
know if we'll have a little baby step out there or not.
I don't know.
I feel like it might need one. We'll have to measure.
Yeah.
There's an appropriate distance for steps. Oh, yay. We're starting to lay the floor in the back room.
This is the
Oh my
first
gosh.
piece that starts the entire process of doing it incorrectly.
That is true. And I didn't know to say, this is not what we should do. You would have thought we would have realized sooner, but we didn't.
If you're looking at this, you see that little printed text across the middle of that board. That board actually says a few things. One, it says this side down.
In our defense, the boards we got were very smeary. And so it was a little, like you had to really look hard at them to be able to read them. And clearly, we weren't looking very hard.
True.
We were just kind of wanting to do it.
So yeah, they're upside down. But more importantly, right there, you see those black lines? Those black lines are supposed to line up with your floor joists. Because your boards are supposed to be perpendicular to your floor joists.
And if we had known this, I wouldn't have had to do what you just saw, where I put in those little boards in between our joists, because it wouldn't have needed it. But because we laid it running the wrong direction, not even upside down, that part we don't think matters quite as much. But
The wrong direction matters.
running the wrong direction, running the board with your beam is not what you want.
Yes, so you run it with your beam. The way that the wood chips lay in that board is the weakest when you run it this direction. So how we have it going now is parallel to the joists, but if you turn it just 90 degrees perpendicular, the board's actually 2.5 times stiffer than how we have it running right here.
If there are any actual like construction people that ever find our video and as they're listening, they're probably like, duh.
They're
dummies.
totally laughing as we're doing this.
It was, and obviously in our video, we still did not know yet. So hindsight as we're watching, and two, by this point, if we had realized, we would have still kind of been in the same situation. We would have either had to finish out the floor or I don't know what we would have done. But so it's kind of good that we didn't discover it until the end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But it definitely meant a lot more work for me putting in all the extra pieces of wood.
For anyone who's wondering, why is that board blue and all the rest aren't blue?
Apparently it was the top of the board, or top of the stack board. So they stack all the wood up and then they spray paint it on the sides so you can see where the tongue and grooves are. And then they also spray the top, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And I found out today that
Just all
actually
get sprayed.
that blue stuff has like some kind of like slight waterproofing to it as well.
Oh.
So that's why they spray the sides of it.
Well, why wouldn't they want to spray all of them with it then?
Apparently it's more porous on the sides.
Nah, I guess I could see that too. Huh. But we were really good at measuring for all of our holes.
I was just gonna say that.
I was really proud of that.
You didn't have to recut or scrap any of these boards. Like you cut the holes out in the right spot on the first time, which is impressive.
Apparently I'm a good measurer and cutter. And you did too on our second round.
Yeah. So yes, in our next episode coming up,
Oh yeah, I forget we didn't do it in this one.
You'll
so.
see us fixing all this, but actually putting a second layer of subfloor down on top of this subfloor, but running the correct direction.
Correct. But yes, this week, or in this video, it was all about getting the first layer of floor down.
So we have 1.5 inches now of subfloor. So it is super sturdy.
It is a very sturdy room now, much improved from what we had in the original. I don't know if you have any pictures we could flash up there. Those are cool.
I don't know how you pictures will flash up.
But that floor was basically a non-floor. This is like a hardy floor. Which is good because we'll have our washing machines on it and toilets and a bathtub, so
it needs to hold up to a lot.
Yes. So, and I think it will.
But yeah. A few more boards and we'll be done for the week.
Yeah. It was such a
good learning experience.
It was a good learning experience. I don't know. I was going to say it was one of those where it was supposed to be really celebratory, but then it was like, oh, because right about when we were laying the last board was when we realized this just doesn't seem right. Here we are, finishing out. Oh yeah, I forgot about there was a little strip by the wall.
Oh yeah, like
that also had and it was like
2.5 inch gap.
Super unsquare, so everything was really, again, kind of like laying the floor. It wasn't just like, oh, make a nice straight line 2 inches wide.
Yeah, the room is wider at the exterior parts.
At the end, yeah. Oh, I think there we are, discovering something is wrong.
But we fixed it. To be continued.
Yes. Yeah, this is a very big learning opportunity session.
Thanks for hanging out with us for another week and checking out what we've done. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments or just any comments.
Oh yeah, subscribe and
tell your friends.
Tell your friends. And as I say in some podcasts, ring that bell.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Chris Crosby says this. Say that.
Oh, we always do what Chris says.
We do. Thanks, everyone.
Well, that's a wrap.
Ta-da!